How did we get from here, the boring-looking farmer's wife shopping wagon, to this, a Super Saiyan wagon? Stay with me and let me explain. In order to arrive at our destination, like any good car historian, we must dig deeper into the soil of automotive history. Let's first look at the evolution of Subaru's creations. This thing would be like the T-Rex. Let's go. Folks, I'm telling you, when the Subaru 360 first puttered onto the scene in 1958, it was like a member of the Lollipop Guild driving up in Oz. This tiny tyke was just 9 feet long and weighed under half a ton. Basically a go-kart with a roof. But don't let its size fool you. This little bug packed some big surprises. Its 356cc rear-mounted engine was about the size of a lawnmower motor, putting out a measly 25 horses. You'd be lucky to get this pocket rocket up to 50 miles per hour on the straightaways. But for just 368,000 yen, it was cheap transportation for the average Japanese family. Heck, it was so easy to drive that some owners let their teenagers take it out for a spin. Get this, most 360 didn't even have radios, and air conditioning was a fantasy. To start it up, use the choke. Just keep pumping the pedal. Eventually, the little Guild engine would come to life, and you could practically bench press one of these featherweights. I heard of guys lifting up their 360 to drive them over ditches and rocks. Crazy. That tiny engine was air-cooled, but stuck in traffic, it would overheat quicker than a jalapeno pepper on a summer sidewalk. But thanks to its flyweight body, the 360 got 60, even 70 mpg. Not bad for a buzzy two-stroke that needed oil mixed into the gas. Would you believe over 3 million of these bowling balls on wheels rolled off the line before production ended? It was Japan's best-selling whip back in the day. When Subaru started exporting them to the US in 1968, I don't think Americans knew what to make of these roller skates. In the late 1950 and 1960, the 360 put Japan on the car manufacturing wheels, bringing affordable motoring to the masses. It kickstarted Subaru's journey from little oddity to automotive powerhouse. Today, the 360 is a collector's item, a reminder of Subaru's modest roots and how far they've come. Much love to the little Japanese ladybug. Guys, you know I love some unknown facts, and here are 10 of them about the ladybug. Number 1. The Subaru 360 was designed to meet the demands of post-war Japan, where fuel efficiency and affordability were paramount. Its compact dimensions, aerodynamic shape, and lightweight construction made it exceptionally fuel efficient, a crucial factor in an era of economic recovery and resource scarcity. Number 2. One of the most distinctive features of the Subaru 360 was its rear-mounted two-cylinder, two-stroke engine. This unconventional layout allowed for efficient use of space, providing a surprising amount of interior room despite the car's small footprint. It also contributed to the 360's nimble handling characteristics, as the engine's weight over the rear wheels enhanced traction. Number 3. The Ladybug's engine was a marvel of engineering in its simplicity and efficiency. It utilized a two-stroke cycle, meaning that each piston completed a power stroke every revolution of the crankshaft. This design eliminated the need for a separate lubrication system, reducing complexity and maintenance requirements. Number 4. With its small size and engine displacement of just 356cc, the 360 fell into the microcar category, which was popular in post-war Europe and Japan due to its affordability and fuel efficiency. Despite its diminutive stature, the 360 was capable of accommodating 4 passengers, albeit with limited legroom. Number 5. While safety standards were not as stringent in the late 1950s as they are today, the Ladybug incorporated several innovative safety features for its time. These included a padded dashboard to minimize injuries in the event of a collision, as well as a collapsible steering column designed to absorb impact forces. Number 6. Although initially targeted primarily at the domestic Japanese market, the Subaru Ladybug found unexpected success in export markets, particularly in the United States. Its quirky styling, affordability, and fuel efficiency appealed to American consumers looking for an economical second car or urban runabout. Subaru of America was established in 1968, largely due to the success of the 360 and subsequent models. 7. Despite its humble origins, the Subaru Ladybug even ventured onto the racetrack, albeit with limited success. In the early 1960s, modified 360S competed in motorsport events such as the Mount Fuji hill climb, showcasing the car's agility and performance potential in spirited driving conditions. 8. Over the years, the Subaru Ladybug has attained cult status among automotive enthusiasts, appreciated for its unique design, historical significance, and enduring charm. It is often featured in automotive museums, vintage car shows, and nostalgic gatherings, where enthusiasts gather to celebrate its legacy and contributions to automotive history. Number 9. While production of the Ladybug ceased in the mid-1960s, its legacy lives on as a symbol of Subaru's humble beginnings and pioneering spirit. The lessons learned from the 360's development and production laid the foundation for Subaru's future success, shaping the company's approach to engineering, innovation, and customer satisfaction. Number 10. The Subaru Ladybug is a sought-after collector's item, with well-preserved examples commanding premium prices among automotive enthusiasts and collectors. Its rarity, historical significance, and unique character make it a prized addition to any vintage car collection, serving as a reminder of a bygone era in automobile design and technology. And as usual, if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and enable the notifications button to see more videos. Hit the like button if you enjoyed this content. While the rest of the world was grooving to the Monkees in 1966.
Everyone we meet, hey, with the monkeys.
The mad scientists at Subaru were cooking up something special, the FF1, aka the Subaru 1000. Subaru made another pint-sized speedster. This marked Subi's first stab at front-wheel drive tech, and boy did they bring the innovation. Under that slick little hood was a 1-liter Boxer 4 churning out, not exactly rip-roaring 55 ponies. Now for you muscle car fans, that's about as much grunt as a riled-up lawnmower. But get this, Subaru was ahead of the curve with that flat 4-boxer layout to keep the center of gravity low and the handling tidy as a sailor's bunk. Speaking of tidy, the 1000 rocked a footprint barely bigger than a love seat at just 12.5 feet long, but this mighty micro could swallow 5 adults without forcing them into human pretzel mode. It was the automotive equivalent of a tiny home on wheels. Now I have to give props to Subaru. They somehow managed to cram front-wheel drive motivation, that trick boxer mill, and a full interior into a footprint smaller than my bathroom. It was an origami masterclass in clever, space-efficient design. But the 1000's true badge of honor, blazing the trail for Subaru's famous symmetrical all-wheel drive system in future models. This fun-sized trailblazer laid the AWD groundwork that would eventually make Subis the rally-bred thrill rides we know and love today. So let's hear it for the tiny 1966 Subaru 1000, the quirky compact that proved big innovations could come in small packages. It kicked off Subaru's drift towards boxer engines and all-wheel drive wizardry. Not bad for a self-described FF1 that looks more like a sweet FF1 hot hatch today. This bite-sized bruiser is proof that great things really do come in small, garage-packable sizes. We now take a detour down Leone Lane for a hot minute. Subaru's next creation. This boxy little gem hit the streets in '71. It was packing some serious innovation under that no-frills sheet metal. We're talking power plants from a thimble-sized 1.2-liter boxer 4-banger, all the way up to a rambunctious 1.8-liter thrust machine. Yes, you heard right. Thrust machine. But did you know that the name leone was actually derived from the Italian word for lion, setting it apart during the early 1970s when the Leone debuted? Many Japanese automakers were using nameplates derived from French or English words for their export models. By choosing an Italian name, Subaru could make the Leone stand out from competitors and give it a more distinctive, almost exotic flair. Now those figures might not blow your hairpiece back, but for a compact kid like the Subaru Leone, it was plenty spunky enough to scoot your booty. depending on whether you opted for the 3-on-the-tree slush box, or that classic 4-on-the-floor action. Hell yeah, we've hit the age of all-wheel drive. You could fling this feisty fella's power to just the front wheels or unlock its special sauce. Subaru's revolutionary symmetrical all-wheel drive grip, hell yeah. At Precision Creations we love all-wheel drive action. This was one of the first mainstream econoboxes to rock AWD as an option, giving you tenacious traction and corner carving moves shiftier than a Cirque du Soleil contortionist. In the Australian outback, this thing could climb over potholes the size of Canada. It was like the Subaru Leone was born to shred twisties and own winter like an ice road trucker. Now I know what you're thinking. This thing looks about as sexy as a Soviet apartment block. But the looks were deceiving. Beneath those brutalist vibes, the Leone hid a surprisingly roomy and well-outfitted interior. Slide inside and you get all the creature comforts, from cushy thrones to jam to your favorite Hair Nation cassettes. While better yet, this portable Parthenon came dressed for any occasion. Whether you wanted a sedan for swinging bachelor life, a wagon to haul your gnarly outdoor gear, or a hatch for supreme versatility, the Leone was like an automotive Swiss Army knife. At its core, this pioneering Plaid Nation pioneer proved that capability, comfort, and innovation could come in one boldly boxy package. It dressed down the idea that AWD was just for trucks and planted Subaru's cult of the quirky, punching above its weight for over 4 decades until its swan song in 1994. The Leone may have been an unlikely star, but its legacy burns as bright as the Pleiades stars. The Subaru GL Wagon was a station wagon variant of the Subaru Leone compact car that was produced from the early 1970s through the mid-1980s. It was part of the second-generation Leone lineup that was introduced in 1976 and ran until 1984. The GL stood for Grand Luxe, denoting a higher trim level with more features and amenities compared to base Leone models. It featured an extended wagon body style providing increased cargo capacity and versatility compared to the Leone sedans and coupes. Engine options included boxer 4-cylinder engines such as the 1.6L EA63 and later the 1.8L EA81/82, producing between 67 and 94 horsepower. Subaru's renowned 4-wheel drive system could be optioned on GL wagons for enhanced all-weather capability. The interior offered seating for up to 5 passengers with folding rear seats to expand cargo room when needed. Typical features on GL trim included cloth upholstery, wood trim accents, and options like air conditioning and a rear defogger. Larger square headlights and plastic body cladding differentiated the GL wagon's styling from other Leones. So in summary, the Subaru GL wagon combined the brand's sturdy, versatile wagon body style with a more upscale trim level designation and optional 4WD capability. It represented a precursor to Subaru's modern Outback lineup by offering car-like handling with SUV-like versatility decades before crossovers became popular. Have you guys seen the famous custom 865 horsepower 1983 Subaru GL wagon? Oh baby, you know the mad lads at Hoonigan and Subaru Motorsports have changed the game. They are sending it harder than a lit bottle rocket up a buffalo's backside. We're talking a 1983 Subaru GL Wagon, you know, the quintessential suburban shuttle box that screams, "Your Uber has arrived." But hold on to your hairpieces, because these certifiable lunatics have gone and swapped in an 862 raging horsepower boxer mill under that unassuming body panel. That's more muscle than a bodybuilder's convention crammed into what was once Grandma's Lil Bread van. Forget the Costco run and little Timmy's soccer practice. This reincarnated haulier is built for one purpose: to defy physics like a tipsy circus acrobat. We're talking full WRC suspension with more travel than a road-tripping retiree. Hit a pothole in this thing and you'll be orbiting the moon. And that's not even covering the wildest trick up this sled's aero sleeve. An active rear wing primed to grab so much departed soul, it'll make bell-bottom jeans jealous. Somebody check the forecast for flying station wagons because this GL pulls off more high-flying stunts than the human spider himself, with rally hero Travis Pastrana strapping in to fling this family mover sideways harder than a Scandinavian flick. He releases a fist full of Gymkhana wizardry cranked up to oversend oblivion. 1 minute it'll be silently loitering in the Home Depot lot. The next it's growing wings and summoning a ground-to-air fireworks display of vaporized rubber. All I'm saying is, keep your eyeballs peeled for more videos of this 1980s breadbox from the upside down when Gymkhana drops again. I guarantee you've never seen family hauling potential transformed into horsepower mustering insanity quite like Hoonigan's GL wagon. This thing makes your aunt's Aerostar look about as extreme as a busted Etch-A-Sketch. The Subaru GL wagon was normally a station wagon variant of the Subaru Leone compact car that was produced from the early 1970s through the mid-1980s. Here are some stats. It was part of the second-generation Leone lineup that was introduced in 1976 and ran until 1984. The GL stood for Grand Lux, denoting a higher trim level with more features and amenities compared to base Leone models. It featured an extended wagon body style providing increased cargo capacity and versatility compared to the Leone sedans and coupes. Engine options included boxer 4-cylinder engines such as the 1.6 liters EA63 and later the 1.8 liters EA81/82, producing between 67 and 94 horsepower. Wow. So the masterminds at Hoonigan have given it a Super Saiyan power factor of 10x.
He's changed.
Unbelievable. Subaru's renowned four-wheel drive system could be optioned on GL wagons for enhanced all-weather capability. The interior offered seating for up to 5 passengers with folding rear seats to expand the cargo room when needed. Typical features on GL trim included cloth upholstery, wood trim accents, and options like air conditioning and a rear defogger. Larger square headlights and plastic body cladding differentiated the GL wagon's styling from other Leones. The Subaru GL wagon combined the brand's sturdy, versatile wagon body style with a more upscale trim level designation and optional 4WD capability. It represented a precursor to Subaru's modern Outback lineup by offering car-like handling with SUV-like versatility decades before crossovers became popular. And as usual, if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and enable the notifications button to see more videos. Hit the like button if you enjoyed this content.